students, how are you all? I hope you all are fit and fine. And I hope you have completed all the previous exercises of the previous chapter. So now let's move into the new chapter, that is articles, a, and the. We have already studied about articles in the previous classes, that when a word contains the consonant sound, then at the front of that word you have to put a. Okay, you have to write down a. But if the word contains that vowel sound, then you have to write down an. Okay, and if there is a definite kind of word, then you have to use the. Okay. Now here it is saying to you, look at these pictures and read these sentences. You have to first look carefully at the picture and then you have to read the sentences. So here you can see the picture. First one, let us go to the park. Next one, the hen laid an egg. Next one, Preeti is a pretty girl. In the above sentences, the words given in the colors are a, and the. These words are known as articles. These words are known as articles. Okay. The words a and an are called indefinite articles because they do not refer to a particular person or thing. The word a and an, they are the indefinite article because they are not telling about the particular person or thing. Okay. Like here you can see in the example also, a bird is flying in the sky. It is not telling you about the particular person, particular animal or thing. Okay, next one, my mom bought an umbrella. Okay. Now the next thing is, the word the is called definite article because it refers to a particular person, place or thing. It is used when we are certain about the person or thing we indicate. So basically the word the is the definite article because it is telling you about the particular person or thing. Okay, so you can see the example also, the ball is on the table. Okay, the ball. Okay, it is telling about the particular ball. Okay, that ball, the ball. Next one, the moon shines in the sky at night. It is telling about the moon. Okay, so it is telling you about the definite one. Now let's talk about use of a or an. A is used before singular countable nouns or noun phrases that begin with consonant sound. So basically I is used with the singular countable noun or noun phrases, okay, which begin with a consonant sound. Okay, for example, a boy, a bank, a dog, a glass of milk, a naughty boy, etc. So these are carrying the consonant sound. Now next thing is that a is also used before words that begin with e or u that give the y sound. Okay, a is also used before the word which begin with e or u, but it carries the y sound, that means the consonant sound. Okay, it is not carrying the vowel sound. If you are assuming that the first letter is e u, that means it is vowel one, then you have to put an. No, it is wrong. It is carrying the consonant sound, y sound. Okay, for example, a uniform, a university, a European, a union, etc. So these all carry the y sound, uniform, y. Okay, so that's why you have to put a before it. Now let's talk about an. An is used before singular countable nouns or noun phrases that begin with vowel sounds. An is used with a singular countable noun or the noun phrases which begins with a vowel sound. Okay. For example, an egg, an owl, an orange, an ink pot, an engine, etc. So these are carrying the vowel sound. Now next thing is that an is also used before words that begin with a silent H. An is also used with the word which begin with the silent H. That means that word start with the consonant one, but it is having the vowel sound. Okay, for example, an R, an honest man, an honorable man, an honorary director, etc. So this R is carrying the O sound, vowel sound. Okay, so that's why you have to put an before it. Now students, let's talk about use of the. The is used, now here points are given, before a noun that refers to something specific or a noun that has already been mentioned. It is used before a noun which is something specific or a noun that has already been mentioned. Okay, it is already been mentioned. In that condition, you have to use the. For example, the dress Mona bought is very beautiful. For example, the dress Mona bought is very colorful. Okay, so basically it is telling you about the particular dress which Mona bought that is very colorful. Okay, In this sentence, we are not talking about any dress, but the particular dress that Mona bought. Okay, we are not talking about any kind of dress, any other dress. We are talking about that dress only which Mona bought. Now, next example, I saw a film yesterday. The film was very interesting. So here also it is telling you about the particular one, the particular movie, the particular film. Okay. We have used the definite article in the second sentence because we are talking about the film which has already been mentioned in the first sentence. So basically we are talking about in and we are using the before it because we have already mentioned the first sentence. So in the next sentence we are using the. Okay. Now the next point is before a singular countable noun, when it represents the whole class it belongs to. For example, the dog is faithful animal. The banyan tree is shady. So basically we use the there also where the singular countable noun is there and it represents the whole class. For example, the dog is faithful animal. So from the animal class it is telling you about the dog, particular one. Okay. Next one is the banyan tree is shady. It is telling you about the quality of that banyan tree. Okay. So now let's talk about the next point. Before superlative degree and before nouns that refer to something unique. Before superlative degree and before noun which refer to something unique. Okay, for example, I am the tallest girl in my class. I am the tallest girl in my class. Okay, so this tallest is a superlative one of the tall word, and also you can see over here that with the superlative you have to use the. Okay, here you can see that superlative degree. Now the next example is the sun sets in the west. Each noun here refers to something that is unique and only one of its kind. Next example is the moon shines in the sky. So here you can clearly see that the each noun it refers to, it is something special, something unique it is. So that's why you are using the before it, because it is a definite one only. Okay. Now the next point is before some proper noun like the name of river, seas, ocean, mountain, ranges, holy books, trains, ships, airplanes, famous buildings, newspaper, etc. So before that famous type of things we use what? We use the. Okay. For example, the Nile flows through Egypt. So it is talking about here, it is talking about river. So that is the reason that you have to put the before that river name. Okay. Next example is a ship drowned in the Arabian Sea. Now here the sea name is Arabian. Okay. So you have to use the before it. Okay. Next one, he read a few verses from the Bible. Now this Bible is what? Bible is holy book. Okay. Next is the Shatabdi Express was running late due to fog. Shatabdi Express is train. So you have to use the before it. Next one, the Leaning Tower of Pisa is one of the 7 wonders of the world. Here it is talking about building. Okay. Next one, the Hindustan Times is a leading newspaper in India. So this is talking about newspaper. So here you can clearly see that with the definite thing, with the particular thing, with the famous thing, you are using the article the, the. Now the next point is before uncountable nouns that have been made particular. Before uncountable noun which had been made particular. For example, I drank the milk that you had kept in the kitchen. So here also it is talking about the particular milk. Okay, the particular milk which you had kept in the kitchen. Now the next example is the wood used by the carpenter was of poor quality. Here also it is talking about the wood. Okay, the wood used by the carpenter was of poor quality. Now the next point is before names of the inhabitants of various countries. So before the name of the inhabitants, the article the is used. For example, the French are known for their style and manners. So here before French you have to write down the. Now next example is the Japanese are hard workers. Okay, so here you can clearly see that before that inhabitant you have to write down the article the. Now students, let's move into the exercise part. So students, now let's move into the exercise part. The first question is tick the correct option and fill it in the blanks. First one, honesty is dash best policy. Options are a and the. Honesty is the best policy. So you have to take the. Next one, Sri Lanka is dash island nation. Options are a and the. Sri Lanka is an island nation. So you have to take an. Next one, the dog is dash faithful animal. Options are a and the. So the answer is the dog is a faithful animal. So you have to take a. Next one, dash Ganga flows through the hills and plains. Options are a and the. So it is talking about the particular river. So you have to take the. I hope, student, that you understood this chapter, and your homework is you have to complete all the exercise part of this chapter, and I'm gonna meet you in the another class. Till then, students, bye bye.